Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are announcing the winner of our live cook along vote. So if you're not aware, on the last live stream we chatted through doing a live cook along event where I would cook a recipe, you guys would get all the ingredients and cook along with me. I had a look through some old recipes that I'd done before to try and figure out what might work for it, and we put it to a vote. So we had barbecue fried chicken fillet burger, we had bacon double cheese smash burgers, we had wings, and we had pork souvlaki. I put it out on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. It was interesting to see what everybody was voting for. On Facebook everybody tended to go one way, Twitter was another way, Instagram was a bit of a mixed bag, but all them votes have been brought in and counted. I can tell you that the difference between first and second place I think was 9 votes. So it was a pretty close fought affair, but the winner is the pork souvlaki. Now the one that came in second place was the barbecue fried chicken fillet burger. Because it was such a close event, I am going to do that cook later on, but first of all the winner was pork souvlaki, so we're going to do that first. So the live cook along is going to take place on Saturday the 18th of April 2020, just in case anybody's watching this in the future. Now we're going to start the cook along at 4 o'clock, and I'm thinking it should take around an hour, maybe a little bit longer by the time I chat to people, but around an hour, so everybody should be eating for around between 5 and half 5. So hopefully that should give most of you guys time to prepare. If you visit barbechoo.com/cookalong, I have created a recipe download card, so that gives you all the ingredients that you'll need, and then there's also some details there on how to do the cook, but obviously I'll be cooking it on live, so stick with me and I'll keep you right. Now I know times are pretty tough at the minute trying to get the hold of some things, so if you go onto that web page you will see a list of suitable alternatives. So there are a few things in the recipe. They're all pretty basic ingredients, but just in the off chance that you can't get them or you don't have them in, I don't want anybody putting themselves at risk just to go out and try and find these things. So for example, the recipe uses pork tenderloins. If you can't get pork tenderloins, use just a regular pork loin. There are some fresh herbs in there. If you can't get fresh herbs, the dried alternatives are fine. There's things like garlic. Again, you can replace that with garlic powder. And I think the only other one then was for the tzatziki, you use Greek yogurt. If you can't get Greek yogurt, natural yogurt will work. So there's a good option of ingredients in there, but you should be able to make this work. Now one of the only sticking points with this recipe is the flatbreads or the pita breads. In that recipe card you'll see all the ingredients you need for it and how to make them. I'm not going to be making these live on camera. I understand that some people are finding it a little bit hard to get yeast at the minute. So if you have it, you can cook that recipe up beforehand. All the steps are there, you need to get it done, and I'm only a message away if you need a hand. But if you can't get yeast, you can use the pita bread recipe. If you can get yeast, if you can't, you can buy flatbreads, you can buy pita breads, or you can buy wraps. If you can't get any of those, get some nice fresh submarine rolls. This works really well in that as well. No, it's not the traditional souvlaki serving, but the pork's the star of the show. Whatever you put it in is just to hold it. So I'm going to make those wholemeal pita breads beforehand, and I'll be warming them up on the barbecue on the day. So on the day we're actually going to be preparing the tenderloins, cutting them up, getting them into a marinade. We're going to make the tzatziki, and then we're going to grill off those skewers and the veg and stuff and build them all up together. So it's a really tasty recipe. I think you guys are really going to love it. It should be a nice easy one to do. We can chill out, get everything prepared and have a chat with each other while we're doing it. So remember, if you want to cook along with me on Saturday the 18th, visit barbechoo.com/cookalong. I'll leave a link to that down in the description of this video, and I'll maybe stick it up on screen here as well. But that's where you can get all the details you need, all the dates, times, links to where it's going to be, all the recipe download cards, and some of the things you need to do to prepare beforehand. Now I should mention, I'm going to be cooking this on my Weber kettle. Yes, I'm busting out the old Weber kettle again. If you don't have a Weber kettle, any charcoal barbecue will do. We're mostly cooking direct, and then we're setting up another indirect zone just to move stuff to. So any form of charcoal barbecue is fine. As far as tools and utensils go, you don't really need an awful lot. As long as you have a barbecue, set of tongs, and something like a thermopen or an instant read thermometer, the rest of it is pretty much just basic kitchen utensils. So trying to keep it as easy as possible to make sure everybody can join in. So if you have any questions or anything you're struggling with in regards to the cook along, leave a comment on this video, and then it's there for everybody else to see, just in case it's questions they might have too. But hopefully I've thought of everything. I think I have. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you get notified when the cook along goes live. Grab all your ingredients, and I look forward to seeing you then.